Man, I already missed Caden, how he would stand here and do nothing. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Mass Effect. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, Caden died. And that's it for the series. We will never see Caden, well, we will never see Caden alive again. This time, we're going to try to drink away our sorrows by heading to the Citadel. And hanging out there. Yeah, we are Citadel bound. We're going to tackle the Citadel. We're then going to, we're just heading back to the Citadel. We're turning in quests, double check, make sure I'm not missing anything. There might be something waiting for me in Flux. I do not know for certain. But we will be heading over to the Citadel. Sadly, you cannot skip this cutscene. And we have 2 quests to turn in. We have at least 1. We might have 2. And then again, just checking through, make sure not missing anything. Have to check out with Conrad. That's what the other thing was. So head into Flux. Turn into that guy who was at the Citadel Tower? Yes. Real quick run to the Citadel, and then after this what we're doing is we are going to tackle the DLC. Bring down the sky.
Equalizing interior pressure.
Whoa.
Exterior atmosphere.
Shepard trying to take flight.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
There we go. Enzo Presley has the deck. Yeah, no, that's just it for Caden.
Sometimes I envy your biotic abilities, Doctor, but then all your people have such skill.
While the Asari have natural biotic abilities, not all have the desire to learn to use their abilities effectively.
Of course, I intended no disrespect to the effort you have put into your training. Pardon me.
See, that's what Garrett says there is true. Asari do not need any help with biotics. All Asari are naturally capable of using biotics. And while they may not all be the best at it, they're all capable of it. Then otherwise, the Turians are very rare for them to be able to use biotics. They can, but they're not good at it. Alright, nothing here. Nothing there. Okay. I thought there was something in Flux that might not be available yet. Or maybe what I'm thinking about is the... I could potentially just be thinking about... What is the word I'm looking for? The guy who wanted us to cheat. At Quasar. Which we didn't, but still. Garroth, hello, hello.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for finding him. It's better to know one way or the other. That's what they say, right? Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Real quick quest, we should have done that a long time ago, but it was in Novaria's cluster. I didn't really want to go to Novaria, so kind of held it off until basically at the end. Reason that I did that side quest now is that after, I think I mentioned this, after we do Novaria, we will not be able to come back to the Citadel.
I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
What's on your mind?
With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Conrad, I haven't been shot in the head nearly enough times to make that seem like a good idea.
Joke if you want, but there were people who didn't believe in you. And you worked out, right? I know you're afraid to trust people after losing your team at a Akuz, but I'd never let you down.
What about your wife, Conrad? She trusts you too. Aren't you letting her down?
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
This quest actually has some interesting things for later in the series, and not in the way that you think. What happens with this quest is if you choose the Intimidate option, I believe it is, it's either Intimidate or it's just the generic Renegade option, I don't remember which, you will pull a gun on Conrad. Now that part of itself isn't all that interesting. What is interesting is later on in the series. We will meet Conrad throughout the series. He is a recurring character in all 3 games, in very minor roles in all 3. But in Mass Effect 2, regardless of what you do, and this has not been fixed in Legendary Edition, he will always respond as if Shepard pulled a gun on him. Basically, it's not like they're missing content or anything. They screwed up something in the flags, so it is always just assumed that Shepard pulled a gun on Conrad. There are mods to fix this. I'm not going to bother with that because he does make reference to it in 3. So while there is a flag in 1 saying, hey, you did not pull a gun on Conrad, but you resolved this quest, it does not actually work in 2, but it does work in 3.
Logged. The commanding
It's a very
officer
minor detail,
explored.
something that we're not going to see for a long
Stands
time because he
relieved.
is mid-game in Mass Effect 2, I would say. But yeah, that is, I believe, the last of the quests. I'll eventually look up like a complete guide of all quests in the game, all assignments in the game, is what I should be saying. But well, what we got is the Exodus cluster, which I don't believe we have gone here at all. But we are first going to head out to the Utopia system within the Asgard, or not within the Asgard cluster, within the Exodus cluster, I want to say. I wasn't really paying attention when I joined in. But yeah, we will be doing Bring Down the Sky starting in this episode. Bring Down the Sky is a little bit longer than most missions, but not by much. Mass Effect 1 is a very short game. Oh, that's why this is familiar. Eden Prime. So yeah, very close to Eden Prime is the DLC. Again, there is, similar to how there's... Again, Mass Effect is a very modded series. Not to the extent of, like, a Skyrim, RimWorld, nothing like that, but there are a decent number of mods. There is one that does restore, Pinnacle Station. I will not bother with it because Pinnacle Station is really boring. I've mentioned this before, but Pinnacle Station literally is just, it is only, basically, combat trials. There's no story with it. But, X-57 is a metallic asteroid, originally located within the trailing Lagrange point of the gas giant Bohr. Yeah. There's stuff here. What I'm getting at. As for who we're gonna bring Ashley, and I don't bring Liara enough.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? Haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
Now, first thing to notice right away, the Normandy VI. It's not something that appears very often. In fact, I believe this is really the only time that it shows up properly. Like, it shows up, you know, the Exo Presley has the deck. But this is the first time that it has any, like, actual quest thing with it. I think this is one of 2 instances where they could not get Joker's voice actor in the series. This happens again in another DLC, in Mass Effect 2, the Arrival DLC. The voice actor Seth Green was not available, so they just didn't have him talk in that one. This one, victim was badly beaten before being killed with pistol shot to the back of the head at close range, surrendered, only to be executed by his sadistic captors, G. Mendel. Central Transmission Tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings about the single points of failure. I'm surprised our surface comms work half as well as they do. When Slaj shows up to relieve me, I'll see if I can get the old girl back up and running. We get another quest, 2 missing engineers. That's 3. Okay. Saying that there's 2 more missing. Fusion torch, main facility. I forget where the other 2 actually are. Oh well. Get a Nexus. I don't even know what that was. Probably should pay attention. Oh, good lord, that is good. Oh my god. Yeah, our tech powers are fine. So yeah, welcome to X57, the location of our DLC. Most of the DLC within the Mass Effect series are fairly... actually not really. This is the only one that's really like this, where it has just the stay on one planet. There's a few that are like this. Mainly the Overlord DLC takes place only on one planet. Overlord, amazing DLC, by the way. One interesting thing about X57 is the way that turrets work. Normally, you can kind of just snipe turrets from afar, but here, no such luck, because they hide like cowards. So yeah, there is a torch over there, but we've already taken out. Excuse me. Do you mind? Rude, honestly. I'm gonna completely explore X57 because I do want to find everything. It doesn't matter what point in time that you tackle the DLC, it is open right from the beginning. I will overall try to find good places in all 3 games to tackle DLC stuff. It is very easy to figure out some of them you can just grab right away. Again, this is mainly relevant for whenever I do 2 and 3. Because this is the only DLC in 1. Again, Pinnacle Station technically, but Pinnacle Station sucks. Pinnacle Station's so boring. I've tried it out once before, because I did have all 3 games separately. I had gotten them in 2018, and they came with all the DLC. Alright, computers filled with operational logs and personal journals for a small pirate music station operated by X57's engineers. It includes scripts for several promotional messages, none of which have appeared to be recorded. Radio X57, rocking this rock since 2182. Radio X57, when your world seems hollow, we help you touch the sky. Radio X57, talk hard. And of course, Radio X57, your last best hope for rock, with a 300,000 color. I'm gonna hope I don't get warned for this. Oh, well. Didn't even matter, we can't play it that long. Ah, well. This is kind of the general loop of bringing down the sky. You will have all 3 torches. They will be protected by some turrets. You'll gun them down. Actually, no, one of them's different. We saw it a little bit in the distance, how there was one that had like a little ring around it. That one we actually explicitly cannot be in the Mako. It is surrounded by anti-tank mines, which are, I believe they are one-shot kills. Guaranteed death if you run into one of those mines. Let's gun down the heavy turrets. One more. Come on. I think they might have realized how easy they were to snipe. Now there is a mark here for transmission tower. Okay, so I think we were supposed to go to all the transmission towers for the 2 missing engineers. Probably just going up the wrong side of this. Yeah, well, it's fine. As for Bring Down the Sky, how I feel about it as a DLC, it's fine. It's not anything spectacular. Mass Effect 1, overall, that's kind of just my general thoughts on Mass Effect 1. It's fine. It's a very aged game. Like, it's definitely not the worst thing out there. It's, you know, it's not like it holds up incredibly horribly, and Legendary Edition definitely helps get rid of some of the problems that it has. But still, it's fine. It's the weakest game in the series, I think. So yeah. Repair. The link between the transmission tower and several service stations have been restored, and now shown on the map. We now see where things are. We've been to Station 3, so we'll head to Station 1 next time. What? No. We are going to head to Station 1, and then we'll tackle this torch facility next time. We are getting fairly low. And I don't fully remember what goes on at the torches. I do know what happens in the main facility, the one that's up here. And that's actually a pretty difficult fight, but still, I think we probably would be able to clear up all the torches next time, and then episode after that would be main facility. After that, we then tackle Naviria. That'll be fairly long. I think Naviria is definitely the longest of the 3 planets. Theorem. 4 planets. I'll count Theorem this time. It's a short planet, though. Like, Elatania's way bigger than Theorem. But yeah, Naviria is the largest, it's the planet with the most stuff to do. Of course, for that one, we will be bringing Liara along, because that is searching for Benezia, and who knows? Maybe we can talk her out of being indoctrinated. Probably not, but, you know, worth a shot. Now, that looks like a load-bearing crate to me, but what do I know? Grab some 9s. Found Himes. Explosion.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Well, that's convenient. She did, in fact, get exploded. And she managed to just barely get out the last of her last message. How sweet. And then she exploded. But luckily she didn't get exploded into many little giblets, which, that's something that'll happen later on in the series, don't worry. In terms of blood and stuff, 1 is very tame. And this isn't like a super gory series. Worst it gets is in 3, you can pop people's heads off, which is fun, but it's not even that graphic, really. Maybe I'm just desensitized from doing that for like 6 years, 8 years, something like that. I don't know. But we're here at the first torch, and next time we'll go liberate it, I guess. But until then, see you guys later.